Blessings to you all. Thank you for tuning back with me, Toya. If you're new to the garden, welcome. This is a garden of peace, spirit, love, and truth. So if you feel any of those things in your spirit, you're more than welcome to hit the subscribe button and vibe out me in the upcoming videos. Before we get started, this is for all the UCI students. Instead of giving you the code all mushed up together, I'm going to give you the code separate throughout the whole video. So your first number for the code is number 7. Glory be unto the Lord, and let's get started. Today's video, we're going to be discussing how God never gave you fear. Glory be unto the Lord. And see, fear is something that I like to define as a barrier. Fear is like that mountain. Fear is like that barricade, that speed bump. And when you allow that fear to grow stronger, it feels like you can't overtake that mountain. It feels like you can't get past that barrier that's there. But in reality, fear is just a speed bump, and you just got to drive over it. And once you're over it, you're good. You don't feel no type of way. You're not anxiety anymore. You don't have those sense of feelings of fear. Glory be unto the Lord, you don't feel those feelings anymore because those feelings aren't attached with you once you get over it. And see, fear to me is something that is traditionalized, something that's kind of commonly passed down. So it's like, for example, if you're running away from a bug or something and a child is watching you, they're going to be fearful of that bug too. They're going to be fearful of all the things that you're fearful of because they're watching you. So it's kind of being passed down, not just through like inflicting fear and saying something to somebody, but through actions as well, even through development. Like I said in the last video, children don't have fear. That child's going to jump off that bed. But see, as it goes on, it sometimes develops that fear. Sometimes fear is kind of just pops up, and you don't even realize it pops up until you're dealing with it, until it hits you. And it's just like, when fear personally hit me, I didn't know what to do. It was kind of just like, to be honest, I didn't even know I was fearful of those things. You know, I had little fears like fear of heights, fear of whatever, but it wasn't deep enough to the point to where it was like I didn't even know I was operating in fear until God showed me that I was operating in fear. And how I got over that operation in fear was just trusting in the Lord. I know that's kind of broad, but it really was trusting in the Lord. It really was praying to God and asking God, could he relieve me of the fear that I didn't even know I had, and the fear that I didn't even know was personally taking over me. And after I prayed the prayer I prayed, I was good. And what also helped me understand and get over fear was just realizing that everything is written. Everything is already in process. Everything is already in the form of motion that I don't really need to worry about. I don't have to worry about fear because everything is already in motion. So if I'm going to go do something or God has given me a task, there's no need for me to have fear because, again, it's already written. So if this is already written for me, that means it's already written for me to conquer over. That means it's already written for me to get over that mountain. So there's no need for fear to even enter in because I'm already in that understanding that God put this in my heart to do. So there's no need for me to indulge in that conflict, indulge in that fear that's trying to present itself. And see, I feel in the world that fear is kind of commonized because, again, I feel it's developed. I feel it's passed down. I feel it's traditionalized. But I also feel it's taught. And see, I say it's taught because I remember this one memory of being around this individual. And see, whatever went on, I wasn't really present. But what happened was somebody scared this little baby. And so the person that scared this little baby, they were basically saying why they scared the child was because to control the child, to teach the child to not do what it was doing. And it was just like, I'm not gonna lie, at first my spirit was kind of like against it because it was just like, that doesn't even make any sense. You're inflicting fear in the child in order to teach the child to not do anything bad or teach the child to not do anything wrong. So to basically control that child with fear. And see, I kind of argued it because it was like, I don't believe that. I don't believe you have to teach somebody through fear. I don't believe you have to instill fear in somebody in order for them to be successful, or in order to them to learn something or change their ways. So it kind of conflicted with my spirit, because it was just like that. It was weird to me. Like, what do you mean you have to inflict fear into somebody? But again, I couldn't really judge the situation like that, because at the same time, like I said, it's traditionalized. If you learned that and that's what was instilled in you, and you're instilling that into that child, it was what you learned. It was what you were taught off of. I can't necessarily say anything about it because I wasn't taught on that scale. I wasn't shown on that scale of inflict fear on somebody. I was shown on the scale of love. I was shown on the scale of peace, on the scale of harmony. And see, that's what God gives us. God gives us that peace. God gives us that harmony. God gives us that righteousness as we go through our walk. God doesn't instill fear into you. Yes, fear the Lord at all times, but God isn't inflicting fear on you as you're going through your path. Glory be unto the Lord. He's not trying to scare you with things and trying to place fear in you as you're going on again along through your journey. Instead, he's showing you love. He's showing you compassion. He literally gives you mercy and grace to follow you around everywhere. God's giving you all these righteous spirits around you to teach you and guide you through life. He's not giving you fear. And see, you can see this in the verse 2 Timothy 1:7, and it says, God has not given us the spirit of fear. And see, that's what I'm saying. Like, God never placed that spirit of fear in you. So if you're feeling fearful, there's no need to fear that fearfulness. You're only feeling fearful because either that's something that you're just around at the moment, or it's something that kind of crept up and it's developing based off of something else. But again, you don't have to be fearful of anything because God never placed that in you. And see, when I understood, like I said before, everything was already written, I understood that I didn't have to feel fear anymore. God never written for me to feel fear. God never written that in my story. God never called me to be fearful of something that he wanted me to accomplish. And see, what truly helps me and kind of keeps that fear not even at the gate, keeps that fear far away from me, was praying for courage. Praying to the Lord, please bless upon me the strength. Please bless upon me your strength and your courage and bravery just to get through everything that I'm getting to. And it's like, once you pray for those things, you're closing that gate off to fear. You're basically cutting that lifeline off of fear. It's not feeding off you anymore. It's not sucking you dry anymore. It's not draining your life anymore. So it's like when you're living through fear and you're glory be unto the Lord. So when you're living through faith and you're walking through faith and you're walking with courage and you're walking with bravery, that gate to fear is not open anymore. That door is closed. That door is sealed off. You don't even feel anything anymore because, again, you're operating with the Lord. You're going through everything that you're going through with the Father. So there's no need to fear anything. There's no need to feel like you don't understand anything. Side note, your second code number is 2. Glory be unto the Lord. So again, back to what I was saying, you're not fearing anything. You're not feeling anything at the same time either. God never inflicted those things onto you. God never gave you that spirit of fearfulness. God never made you have to indulge in those things. So it's like, once you're going through life and once you just understand that everything is written, there's nothing that I need to fear because God is near. Glory be unto the Lord. There's nothing I need to feel like I can't overcome or I can't conquer over because God is already with me. God is already showing me that he truly cares about me. God is already showing me that although that fear was there, I'm going to take it away from you. Although you were feeling that type of way, I'm going to retract it from you because I never instilled it into you. I never gave you that spirit of fear. I never even told that spirit of fear to come your way. But it was just kind of either what you were around or what you're dealing with. And again, when I felt fear was when I was doing videos. When I first started videos, I was fearful. I was fearful not just of the camera, but to just speak out loud and to really say what I truly wanted to say about the Lord. I wasn't ashamed, but I was just kind of in that kind of limbo area where it's like, I want to speak about God, but I don't know how to speak about God. I want to talk about God, but I don't know how exactly to go about talking about the Lord. But what God had to show me was just go with your spirit. Just have faith. Go with that faith. Run with that faith. Go with your spirit. And again, it's not going to make you feel like, it's not going to delay you. It's not going to retract anything. And it's like once you're on that walk with faith and you're just going to keep going on that walk with faith, that fear is nowhere to be found. That fear is nowhere to even be located. Glory be unto the Lord. And see, once I started getting over that fear and just talking in front of the camera and just doing it, even if I had to put myself in a different mindset in front of the camera, God helped me overcome that fear. God showed me that stop thinking in this way. Stop thinking in the sense of who's going to see it, who's going to whatever. Start thinking in the sense of you. Start thinking in that sense of righteousness. Start thinking in the sense of what you are truly saying. Glory be unto the Lord. Your second number for the code is 3. Glory be unto the Lord. And once you get over that feeling of that barrier that makes you feel stuck, you're good. Once you break through it, you're all good. You're going to feel amazing. And then on top of that, it's going to change your mindset. It's going to allow you, and it's going to also help you process things. So when fear or when something that you used to fear comes up, just breathe. Stay calm, relax. Understand that again, everything is written, and at the same time, God is not going to allow any harm to come to you. So whatever they're saying or whatever they look like, it doesn't matter. They're going to say what they're going to say because that's their life. That's what they're expressing. That's what they're just going to say at the end of the day. But once you understand that I'm relieved from fear, I don't fear nothing but the Lord, meaning I can do any and everything through the strength of the Lord, and nothing is going to stop me. And once you stay in that mindset and once you stay in that spirit, fear cannot enter in those gates anymore. Glory be unto the Lord. And that's all it's going to be on our video. You were not born with fear. I hope you enjoyed. Your last number for your code is 5, and I'll see you again.